Ear infections are no fun, and for a child, they can be miserable. A common treatment to fix the problem has been to surgically put tubes into a child's ears for 2 years. But researchers from UPMC Children's Hospital say a new study finds there is no lasting benefit to tubes compared to just giving the child antibiotics. Joining me now live over Zoom is the lead author of that study and director of the General Academic Pediatrics at Children's, Dr. Alejandro Hoberman. Doctor, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Megan, for having me.
Doctor, what sparked your interest to look into this specific topic?
Well, we've been working for decades in the area of ear infections since my mentor, Jack Paradise, in the 90s and 2000s. I've been involved in 3 different studies over the last 15 years, looking first at whether we need to treat children with antibiotics and showed that it was substantially beneficial, the younger children, less than 2 years of age. Then we studied children that were treated for 5 days or 10 days, trying to determine the optimal duration of treatment. And we figured out that 10 days was the right way to go in the young age group. And then we wanted to question the conventional wisdom that placing tympanostomy tubes for children who had recurrent ear infections, 3 in 6 months, 4 in 1 year, was beneficial compared to treating the ear infections at the time they had it with proper 10-day course of antibiotics.
How many children were involved in this study?
We enrolled 250 children in the study, 180 some in the Pittsburgh area, and 30 some in the Bardstown, Kentucky, at a private practice there, and a Children's National in Washington, where Dr. Preciado was my co-investigator.
How common of an issue is this for kids in our area and for kids nationwide?
Ear infections is the most common reason for children to be prescribed an antibiotic. Wow. The peak incidence of ear infections is between 6 months and 18 months of age. 70% of children will have an ear infection before they turn 1 year, and almost universally, every child will have an ear infection by age 3 years. So it's pretty common. What
was the reasoning behind the tubes?
So the way the tube operates, let's go back and think about how the ear infections happen. There is a tube that communicates the middle ear with the back of the throat. It's called the Eustachian tube. That tube gets obstructed whenever one gets a viral illness by multiple viruses. And then there's negative pressure that gets generated in the middle ear. And when that tube opens, bacteria get sucked from the back of the throat into the middle ear. What the tube does is creates ventilation that permits equal pressures and prevents that negative pressure that will bring bacteria. And it also permits fluid to drain from the middle ear into the back of the throat as well.
How do you think the findings of your study are going to shape and inform future treatment for recurring ear infections?
Well, so if we think that 20% of children who have ear infections will have recurrent ear infections, we will probably take a deep breath after they meet criteria for recurrent ear infections, 3 in 6 months, 4 in 1 year, and let them go for a few more months and see if they declare themselves, if they slow down. Because what we found in the study is that the rate of ear infections during the first year was a lot higher than during the second year. And it was similar between the ones that received the tympanostomy tubes and the ones that were treated with antibiotics. But also there was no increase in the likelihood among those who receive antibiotics of ending up with resistant germs in the back of the throat, which is a very important finding. Yeah. So in other words, there is no risk in treating them with a proper antibiotic a few more times before we go ahead. But there will be a small group of children that will, after they declare themselves as having recurrent ear infections, if they keep on having recurrent ear infections afterwards, or they meet the same criteria again, then in that case, tympanostomy tube might be appropriate for those. But it would be a significant reduction.
Dr. Hoberman, thank you for offering your insight and for explaining your study. We appreciate you tonight.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.